Good morning. Today I'm going to run through my poetry set that I'm going to be doing. As I record this, it will be tomorrow, but when this is released, it will be a couple of weeks ago, I guess, at the Out There Festival. Before I start, I'm just going to show you my paintings that I've just done. So this is the one that I think I showed before when it was needing to dry. I probably still got too much glue on it really, but anyway, as I said, next time I'm going to use some proper kind of medium for doing the collage and some proper sealant adhesive. That's that one. And then my newer one that I mentioned, which is, so that was called I Belong Here With You. And this new one, it's not quite finished yet. This is called At Hecate's Crossroads. It's yellow. It was yellow and covered it with gesso. Then it was secondhand. Covered it with gesso, then mixed up some yellow, then some different yellows, some warm and cool yellows. And then, as you can see, it went more kind of peacock bluey green. And that bit there is makeup and that bit there is medication foil. And yeah, At Hecate's Crossroads, I'm going to put a bit more kind of, I've got some green tissue. I'm going to put that on, seal it with, put it on with the medium, and then seal it with proper acrylic sealant. So I'm going to try and do my poems. I think I know them. If I don't, I've got them. I'm standing at the bar at Broken Spoke. Alone, I order a tea. It's okay, standing at the bar, but other people might think. I head towards, then change my mind. After all, why do I feel the need to be with someone? JP comes and checks in. It's nice, but even nicer that he is an example of peaceful self-containment. I realise that watching a single drummer, or a poet, or the kind of band we get here, is that it rewards a quieter attention. I buy another tea and a small packet of biscuits. I sit down for the bit of the watching of the films, the woods environmental one, an island in a sea of death. I could have cried. A quagmire of despair. I notice palpitations. I notice that I hold my breath. Jay says for him it's the responsibility, the financial of the house and the social. What if one day you went into the bakehouse and no one spoke to you? The old feelings of abandonment, realising I have those issues. Well, of course, all those who have been abandoned will have them. I am scum. I am scum. I am scum, and I've always been scum. Sing Robbie Williams and Morrissey, because no amount of music can fill that hole. I notice that I breath hold. I think about all the things I think about when things get difficult. Work, carelessly I thought, sent all staff a memo, including method and website. I cry in the car over what turns out to be a stop smoking billboard. Never stop trying. How we keep on caring, even though sometimes it's questionable how much we can actually do. I've been dealing with some insecurities. I've been dealing with some health stuff, family, and being alone. Oh, well, as long as it's just health stuff, family, and being alone. I stood there, feeling the old fall away. Preparation for death, I thought. But we don't need to be prepared all the time. We can join in community, get fond of people, make connections while we are alive. It's only for such a brief time. For the 17-year-old girl who slept in a sleeping bag on a dirty kitchen floor with some guy from Lowestoft, my friend with his friend, in the same flat in another room. To stand at a bar drinking tea. In this concentrated attention and space. I am brave enough to stand alone, to allow people to come and people to go, to take the space to be myself. Elsewhere, a bittersweet acceptance of change, and 9 miles and 38 years apart, here I am again. And this next one was written in July last year for the Ice House. Our nearest festival is Lammas. Be grateful you were able to lie in bed on a Friday morning until 9, writing a poem in your head. For the headspace, the free time, the bedroom, the house, the teachers, the emotional support, the nutrition. To be able to take the time today to listen to a poem. And meanwhile, we're processing all the things. We're grateful, it's not us. Even as we do not feel grateful to our handheld computers, our small computers, our larger computers that bring us this information. We were built with the capacity to hold and process the happenings of maybe 100 people. So no wonder, when faced with all this, we retreat into despair or a world of cat videos. So much useful. Learn to play guitar, learn another language, learn everything, know everything. And the very modern herring girl is standing still. Yesterday, someone told me a story about being a chicken catcher, told as an amusing, almost stand-up routine, and yet, of course, with an edge of despair, an edge of horror. And I was sorry too, for him and for all the chicken catchers. It is not their fault. It's a collective responsibility. Even the bees have their honey stolen. It's all our fault. And the very modern herring girl keeps on processing, keeps on standing, keeps on watching, hearing, reading. But have I forgotten again about gratitude? No, it's all part of the same thing. A very modern Buddhist at the hotel at the end of the universe once said to me, "Everyday beautiful, everyday shit." We're here because of the herring girls and the workers of the past and the present and the future. We're here because of and in spite of the despair. We're here because of and in spite of our computers, our ability or not to socialise, to speak and to listen and to gather together. I hope, like me, you have somewhere quiet to lay and write a poem in your head, to daydream, to lie without reference to clocks. This time without clocks is a luxury item. And if we can have, even just for a moment of peace, we are richer. And if we are not hungry, or if we are hungry and we soon won't be, or if we had somewhere safe to sleep last night, and I do hope that you did, if we have this, then perhaps we can thank the herring gulls and the seagulls and Great Yarmouth and be grateful for all this. I'm wrapped in a peach cotton kimono style robe, ready to write a poem, visualizing walking through a door that says poets on the glass. She's very lucky to have friends like you. Is that something? Is it still something if it's not enough? Pizza parties and recording studios and musical accompaniment, and yes, I'll read it. We never know where help is to be found, but the centre of the Venn diagram is a place to start. Does this place fill my emotions through my footsteps? Does it know when I almost shed a tear between the train station and the bakehouse? At the centre of the Venn diagram, pizza. I wish planting compost on bare hands, delivered yesterday, ordered on payday, topping up the buddleia from the market, planted in a soft and spacious container from the bucket man. Realising I forgot to add holes, holding a lighter over the tip of a knife. The baby seagull coming right in, pecking everything, trying everything, NutriBullet cups, saucers, the old Budleia pot. A sturdy, filled out baby, almost as big as its parents. When their wings cross at the tip, they can fly. If they get injured, they must be taken to a rescue centre by law. Seagulls are protected. I sat on the concrete floor, taking pride in the plants growing between the concrete slabs, the butterfly and bee seeds now grown into dancing flowers, the feathers, the straw, the hidey places for insects, while knowing not everyone would appreciate the seagull water containers, the unbleached, unpressure washed concrete. Someone at work said, "I pressure washed the life out of everything." Literally, I thought. So my front garden is not the centre of the Venn diagram, and my husband doesn't like pizza. But outside of pathological hatred of cheese, outside of veganism, outside of all and every politics, the world, plastic, buying new or second-hand clothes, outside of all that, outside of your cause and my cause and every cause in between, and my way and your way and every way in between, outside of all that, we can sit and meet at some intersection in the moment and eat cake or drink tea or smoke a fag or share a song or a pizza or an idea or a phone number or advice, both solicited and unsolicited, and above all, be pleased to see each other and be pleased to sit together and be pleased when someone comes to sit with me and want someone to come and sit with me and be pleased that they do, and go somewhere and meet somewhere and plan something and remember something, and here we are. Thank you very much. So I think I made a couple of mistakes, but overall that's all right, and I'm going to have the words in front of me. Those are family-friendly versions of the full versions. So thank you very much, and see you next time. Bye.